Well, I just finished recording a video for my other channel called Your Wichita Falls, which now I am alchemizing that channel into Your Wichita Falls, the gateway to paradise. So if you'd like to check that out, stay tuned. I'm going to share even more about how you can have a magical life. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Debbie Dobbins. I am the Queen of Magic. And I am here to tell you that I have another YouTube channel called Your Wichita Falls. And as I was getting ready to do this video, I noticed, because I unfortunately don't pay a lot of attention to my analytics, I noticed that the intro video on that channel has over 1 million views. What? That doesn't mean it's viral. Please don't misunderstand me. It's been on YouTube for several years, and I thought that was pretty interesting. That many people were interested in Wichita Falls, which is where I live, and then I also live in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And I think one of the greatest things to understand about me is that I am the Queen of Magic, and I live in a very small town in North Texas, and I live also in the magical vortex called Playa del Carmen, Mexico, which is on the Caribbean. So it's got all this Mayan magic. And with that, there is such a dichotomy of these two places that I am now going to alchemize them in a way that I don't even know. Honestly, I'm getting the message in my intuition to do that. And that's what happens when you get to that level of consciousness where you're just being led every single day by your intuition, by the signs of the universe, by the messages of the universe, by the thought bubbles that come in, and I just go, what? Are you freaking kidding me? I remember the very first time that I heard the voice so loudly. I mean, I've had intuition for my whole life. And yet, when I was in my nephew, I think he was maybe 8 at the time, the first time I hadn't moved to Wichita Falls yet in 1996, but back in 1996, I was visiting my brother here. I was staying in my nephew's bunk bed. He didn't like that very much. But I had this voice, literally, I was there for a 1-week vacation. I had this voice in my head that was so loud all night. Move to Wichita Falls. I'm like, no. No. And I love telling the story that my excuse when I heard the voice, my response was, I cannot move from California, that I have a condo there, to Texas, because I had this very large piano that my grandmother had given to me, that I just was so excited that I had received after her passing, which I don't know if I ever played it. But here's the thing, is that we will come up with every excuse that we believe in our heart makes sense to us. It doesn't mean to make sense to anybody else. Well, the end of that story is that it was 2 weeks later, I was packed in a Ryder truck. That piano disappeared. I don't even know I couldn't even tell you to this day what happened to it. I just remember that was my excuse. And I was driving it was actually a Ryder truck. And I kept saying to myself, do not look in the rear view mirror because you will turn around. I got to Wichita Falls, Texas, no car, no home, no job. And I had just gotten an award for a settlement, I think of maybe $10,000. I can't remember. It wasn't very much. And I went, oh my God. I landed in my brother's house, and then I ended up in the bunk bed for a little while. And then one thing happened to another, and this is why I think it is so magical when you just let spirit lead you. I thought I was gonna buy a house here. What I ended up doing was starting the first female owned and operated mortgage company through a series of events, and that's a different video. And this place called Wichita Falls was so magical for me at that point in time. And I wasn't ready yet to be here full time. So after almost 10 years, after building this amazing company, I had enough money to move back to California. And then there's lots of videos about those stories as well. Here's what I want you to know, is that you can see and feel and be magic every second of every day if you choose to be. I promise you, it is not something that is not available to you. It's available to every single person on the planet, and especially to you women. And I was over 40 at that point. So if you're over 40 and you are ready to make a different move in your life, and you don't have anything, you can start right where you are. I promise you. So starting over is not a big deal. It just takes a decision and a little bit of courage. Just a little bit. So if you want the courage, please sign up for some of my freebies. I'll be happy to share that with you. It's in the body of this video. And I am telling you, life is about to get super magical. So stay with me, the Queen of Magic. Queen of Magic out. Bye.